how I get paid. And I look, I kind of look at that from afar and say, well, you're not thinking clearly about this because you're investing a lot of money in an asset, a vehicle. I mean, you almost don't want to call it an asset. Why? Because it depreciated by 30% when you drove it off the lot. And by the
Yeah.
time you finish making the payments, it's not going to be worth anywhere near what it was when you bought it in most cases. So it's like, why would you dedicate so many of your dollars, hard-earned dollars, toward a depreciating asset rather than make some tough decisions financially in terms of how you spend your money, get yourself positioned to acquire an asset that is leaps and bounds more likely to build wealth for you, because as we talked about on the show just a couple of weeks ago, only 7 years out of the last 75 has the median home price dropped for the year. When you look at it that way, those are pretty good odds that owning a home is going to pay off rather than not. The 2008, that was a once every few decades kind of an environment, kind of like the Great Depression from 100 years ago, right? So
Right.
you got to kind of look at it in full context and realize those hard choices are going to really pay off in the long run if you can make them and stick with them.